welcome to another video with me, Lenolin. Today we're looking at Loadout. Currently it's in closed beta, but I went ahead and emailed whoever, I don't know who I emailed, I emailed somebody, and they responded back and they said that they had absolutely no problem with me posting a video showcasing their game, because I felt that this game was very interesting and that it has weapon crafting. Now this is unlike anything that I've really used before. That's why I really found it to be very intriguing, and I wanted to show you guys what all that entailed. So first off, when I say weapon crafting, there's a lot of other games that have weapon crafting per se, like Blacklight Retribution allows you to kind of customize your weapons and everything, like different kinds of barrels and gun sights and stuff like that. But overall, it doesn't really change the weapon that much. Now in this game, you can come over here and pick grenade launcher and go to test. You immediately get dropped right in here to test it. And you know, it's pretty simple. Fires one little grenade at a time. You reload, you kill people. Now, when you leave, now instead of going to test, we're going to go to grenade launcher, go to customize, and now here we are looking at the grenade launcher. Let's say, well, we're gonna leave the chassis as a launcher because we want to keep it as a grenade launcher. We can change the sights. Let's make it a laser guided system. Let's change the barrel. Let's make it a hexa barrel. Let's change the trigger to salvo. Now let's test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom! Shit like that. Now see, before we only had one round we could fire at a time. Now we can either rapid fire a whole bunch of rounds, or we can reload and fire all the rounds. And among other things, there's all sorts of different kinds of customization you can do. Now unfortunately right now it's a little late. It's like 5 a.m. and well, their servers are up, but there isn't really that many people on. I tried playing a game earlier, but unfortunately it wasn't really available. However, there's plenty of stuff to show as far as the customization of the weapons go. Like, this is just the rocket launcher. There's lots of other different weapons that you can use and customize while, whoops, meant to leave. And you can randomize as well. You can just make a completely random different weapon. So we made a random ass weapon. Let's test it out. Forgot to start my timer as usual. So you can run, sprint, and come over here. This one obviously overheats. But I do have to say, the game actually runs very smoothly. Now this isn't, of course this is just testing. But overall, the fact that I'm able to jump in and jump out that quick, it's real nice. And it's gonna overheat fast. Alright, so let's go take a look at one of the other weapons. Nope. Back to weapon crafting. Alright, so now we have the shotgun. Let's customize this out a little bit. Tesla shotgun. Standard stock, dampening, compact, aluminum, shock absorbent. Let's go with aluminum. Lightweight stock that improves accuracy while moving but offers poor recoil dampening. Nah. I'm going to go with shock absorbent. We want to go ahead and leave the chassis as a rifle. Scope, iron sights. Let's go ahead and change it to... let's leave it iron sight. It is a shotgun after all. Spooling. Hold down the trigger to spin up the firing mechanism and keep holding to shoot extremely high rate of fire. Wow. High capacity. Bolt action. No way. Standard. Let's go at shell loading. No, bolt action. Fuck it. Well, actually, that would kind of defeat the purpose of being able to spool up. So, let's go with high capacity. Gatling barrel. Let's test this shit. Wow. And there you go. You have all kinds of different types of customization that you can do as far as the weapon. He's flicking us off. We better kill him. Look at that. That is such good times. Now, again, this is still in closed beta, but I do have to say, it runs pretty damn impressive. Like, there's little visual glitches here and there, but that's not anything that's important. I got no problems with that. Alright, so let's try something different. Let's change the chassis to beam. There you go. So you still have to spool it up, and it's still got the, like, I don't know. It's still very similar to how it was before, but instead of shooting bullets and rounds, like instead of actually working like a Gatling gun, instead now you have one focused beam. Apparently does damage to people around it, which is pretty fucking cool. But it does overheat. So it seems like it's one of those guns that you have to kind of throttle. Or just wait a while for it to cool down. That's when you'd switch to like a secondary weapon or something and do that. Okay, now let's do the fun thing and randomize. You can also change the projectile as well. I can change it to bouncy, corkscrew, skipping, or just standard. The juice. Okay, you can also buff your teammates as well. Like you can be like a support guy as well. You can just build weapons that just heal and buff people like this. The juice. See, heal, buff. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna make a legit ass flamethrower. High capacity. And what kind of sights do we want? Let's stick with regular iron sights. Now, if this works properly, this should... Okay, so it's not quite a flamethrower. Wow, the hipfire accuracy is terrible. Alright, so that one's not as good. So, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other weapons that we can take a look at. Or that we can customize. Oh no, I didn't want to save that pages. Oh well. Oh well. So, look at the assault rifle. Now, right off the bat, the assault rifle is pretty standard. Pretty standard. But we want to change it up a little bit. We're gonna make this stick with regular slugs. Stock, let's go in with aluminum stock. Rifle still. Full auto. High capacity. Yeah, high capacity. Gatling barrel. Okay, cool. Actually, I think shock absorbing might be a little bit better. Let's test it out. Lots of bullets. So, what we pretty much made there was a Gatling gun that excels at firing while moving. And of course, big fire to the hip. It's got decent accuracy, and at the same time, it has reduced damage. So, that's basically this game is really just theory crafting your weapons. Like, if you want to be successful, you want to sit there and take a look at your weapons, see the benefits of doing one thing, while at the same time, what weaknesses is it going to bring up. So, with this weapon right here, from what we've seen, we have the benefit of being able to fire like this. We have really strong, like, aim accuracy while being able to still move forward. But at the same time, we don't do as much damage, and our hip firing accuracy isn't nearly as good. and we want to keep moving. Like the kind of stock that we have equipped encourages us to move and fire at the same time. We have plenty of ammo, so the lack of damage isn't as big of a deal. But so long as you're using your weapons the way that you intended them to be used, you should be just fine. Alright. I think we have, let's go ahead and do randomize. There we go, we have a health weapon. Let's test that out. See? This is gonna heal your buddies. See? He's getting all healed up. However, it does have a cooldown rate. Like if you look at the top left, you'll see that it has the assault rifle and then a percentage. That's just so you can't just sit there and spam it for days. Because that would be ridiculously overpowered. That I really like though. Like it gives you the opportunity to maybe you're not actually very good at FPS games and you really like the game, but you suck. Like me. So what I would do is I would jump into the game and I would make myself a whole kit just based around healing people. Like say the medic in TF2. And that would be fantastic. You'd be able to stay behind the front line, let your teammates do all the killing and all the crazy damage, and you can stand back, keep them alive, and still get all the lovely benefits of playing the game. Oh wait, guess I want to quit. No, I don't want to save my change. Alright, sweet. So, what is the last weapon we have? We already looked at healing, grenade launcher. Let's make a new weapon altogether. So, I want to build something that does a lot of area of effect damage. Like, say we're in a team fight, and it's a group of us versus a group of them, and we want a weapon that's going to be able to just obliterate them all at once. So, we're going to want to go with something that has shock absorption, so we can, keep our stability. Because we don't need to have stopping power, and the fire rate isn't as important because we're just going to be blowing them to smithereens. But we want to be able to be semi-accurate. Now, a beam's not going to work because this beam is focused. We're going to want a launcher, so we can launch shit at people. Kind of sights. Let's take a look at remote control. Let's see how that works out. Trigger. Salvo. We also, well, let's go with 2-round burst. And then the barrel. Whoa, okay. 3-round burst, hexa barrel. And we don't want health. Let's go with pyro. Turbo. We want them to bounce like crazy. Bounce all around and blow everybody up. Proximity. So they'll explode within a proximity. And we want cluster. This is gonna be fucking crazy. Let's go ahead and save it. So we can use, okay, so as far as actually building this stuff goes, as the more you play, you get more in-game points and stuff that you would use to be able to save the weapons that you make and all the changes that you do. Now, as you keep going, as you play the game, occasionally you pick up like parts and stuff that you'll be able to use. Like this, how it says you need 10 more parts needed. You'll be able to grab those parts and use them to save the weapons that you make. That way people don't just jump into the game, make a bunch of ridiculously overpowered weapons and just dominate. Or you can just use a trial ticket. Now, because this is in the beta right now, it doesn't cost anything. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to make a platinum ticket. Oh, we can't. Oh, no. Nothing. 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 Okay. Well, blueprint it. Let's test. What the hell? Okay, now I believe the way I have this set up, we can actually control it. So let's get a decent distance. Whoa! Let's get a decent distance away. Okay. So from firing it the few times that I have, I've got 6 rounds. If I continuously hold the button down, I can just keep firing more and more and more and more and more and more into the sun until I'm out of ammo. Damn. Okay. So this would be an example of a weapon build kind of gone wrong. It's another reason why you want to test your weapons before you like save them and stuff. This obviously doesn't work. The combination of different parts that I use prevent the weapon from really being that effective. It's nice in that I can control it and continuously fire, but because they fire so fast, it's really difficult to actually like get like locked on to where I'm aiming. So that being said, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come over here to propulsion and take a look at let's go with agile. So you can still maneuver pretty well, but at the same time it's slow moving. No 3-round burst. We're just gonna go semi-auto, heavy. Yeah, let's stick with yeah, let's go remote control. Now this should work the same as before, except with a little bit more control. And it does a shit ton of damage. And it sets them on fire. Essentially, did we one-shot them? Yes. We essentially one-shotted both those guys with 1 round. So, let's see how accurate this is by trying to kill this guy who's running. Got him. It's a pretty good weapon. Now, unfortunately, we only fire 1 at a time. But the benefit of being able to fire 1 at a time is that it gives us more time to accurately hit our targets. Because the last build that I had, I could fire them really fast, but it gave me almost no time to actually aim, and it didn't really do all that much damage anyway. With this, we can stand in the back behind our team. I wonder if it works like this. Let's see. Let's see. Stand back behind our team. Fire a rocket. Right to the bad guys. Let's reload real quick. Stand behind this barrel. Wait a moment. Fire away. Oh, we did hit him. Sweet. Oh, we hit this guy. Not bad. It's a little sluggish, but we're using the remote control rather than the laser guided out. Or laser guided controls. Alright. Well, there you go. I had a pretty good time playing this game. Unfortunately, right now I can't show too much. I can't show any gameplay just because the servers are not available. Like I looked into it, and the servers are not available. It's kind of early in the morning, so I'm assuming they're doing maintenance on the servers. So hopefully, I'll be able to come back in a day or two with some actual in-game gameplay. Test out our sweet rocket launcher or guided rocket missiles. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Lanley, and I will see you next time.